Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we'll be talking about a Flip 7. This is designed by Eric Olson, and it is published by The Op. And did you know that according to the box, this is the greatest card game of all time?
That's the review, guys. All right. We'll see you next time. So no, this is a card game. It's kind of a party-esque card game where basically in this box there are 12 12s, 11 11s, 10 10s. Guess how many 3s there are?
3.
Wrong. 200. No, just kidding. There are 3. But there's also special ability cards as well. What's going to happen is everyone's going to start with one card dealt to them face up. One player takes turn as being the dealer. And then what's going to happen is you're trying to get as many points as possible. Each card that you get is points. Some cards are also point modifiers that can add or multiply your points, which is crazy strong. All right, so then what you're trying to do is you are trying to get as many points as possible without getting the same card twice. So for instance, if you have a 12, that's worth 12 points. It's the highest point card in the game. But that also means there's the most of them in the deck. So if you get dealt a second 12, you bust. You get 0 points for that round. So it's a push your luck style game, kind of like blackjack, right? Where you can take as many hits as you want, but you can also stop whenever you want to. Yeah. All right, so at that point, if you stop and you still have points, you tally up your points. If you bust, you get no points. And then you add up all the points, and you keep on going until one person gets 200 points. You finish that round, and they are person with the most points is declared the winner. Now, there are some special abilities that can mess things up. There's a card that makes you draw 3 extra cards that you don't have any choice on. Mm-hmm. There's cards that are worth 0 points. That's kind of fun, though, because there's also one of the rules. The reason it's called Flip 7 is if you have 7 number cards in front of you and none of them are duplicates, you get a bonus 15 points and the round ends immediately. So the Flip 7 rules definitely add to that. You want to push your luck even more. So we don't get a lot of high cards.
This was just fun and silly. It's one of those things, even if a card comes up and you have to bust or you don't get anything that round, or even if, let's just say, the cards hit you for the whole game, it's such a quick game. And it's so funny and silly to see these things happen, even if it's happening to you, that it almost doesn't matter. It sucks in the moment, but it's funny. And then you're like, let's just play again because it doesn't really mean anything. So it was just silly, fun, and quick.
All right, so I can't even say it. Card counting is actually kind of encouraged. So there's 12 12s, there's 8 8s in the game. And so when you have cards in front of you and you're like, I've seen a lot of 10s come up. I don't think I'm going to get a 10 here. Hit me again, or whatever the case is. So you can kind of do the card counting. And what's also nice is at the end of each round, rather than taking all the cards that have been discarded and then shuffling them back in the deck, no, you just put them all off to the side, and what's left of the deck, you should deal those out again. And then when that's done, you push those off to the side, keep on going until the deck runs out. So it does 2 things. First of all, you kind of can count the cards a little bit. You can kind of know, we've seen a lot of 5s. I think I'm safe to take a 5 here. Or you know what? I haven't seen a lot of 10s. I better pass. I don't want another pass, just in case I get a 10. But also what that does is it speeds up the game. Yeah. You don't have to shuffle after each round. You can wait until the entire deck is depleted and then shuffle. So it speeds everything up. This is a very snappy game, and doing that also snaps up the in-between rounds as you're dealing. You're in the action the whole time. It
has unlimited player count. The box literally says 3+, and in the rule books it says if you're playing with more than 18 people, add another deck of cards. I don't see that happening.
Just imagine playing with 40 people or something. It's just it's a crazy thought.
Yes, but it is nice because at our family events, I feel like sometimes there's up to 9 people wanting to play a game, and
we're always having to play party games.
Yes, we're always having to play party games, and party games are fine, but I like playing other things. And so the fact that we can get a fun, silly game that isn't a party game, but it is a card game, is exciting. This is 100% coming to my house for Christmas. It's going to be there. I'm making everybody play it, and they're going to love it. So I like that it's a high player count and that you can play with a large group of people. and that it's still funny, even if it's not necessarily a party game.
Yeah, I think that there's 3 action cards in the game, in addition to the point multipliers, that don't count as number cards, and those really ramp up the excitement. Every time one of those comes out, it's like, whoa! One of them is called a second chance card. So that's basically kind of like an insurance policy as a protection. You keep that in front of you, and then if you ever do bust, instead you just make it so you didn't bust. You discard the busting card and the second chance card, and you can keep on going if you want to. But then you also have this freeze card. The freeze card basically says, you're done. You're out of the round. So if you push your luck too far, you might just have to stop taking cards. And then I also mentioned the one that forces you to take 3 cards. And every time that comes up, it's always like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, I don't know. We're very vocal during this game for whatever reason. It's just a very loud, fun game. Those action cards and those point multipliers and point modifiers. Every time they come out, it's like pandemonium ensues.
And if you can't count cards, that's fine, because the people at your table that can count cards will talk about it out loud. So it's totally fine. You just listen to what they're saying and make your choices based off of that. Because I can't count cards to save my life. I understand the concept, but like I see something and it's gone. I'm like, I don't even know what's been played. Everything does not exist anymore. This is
time is a construct. Nothing is real.
Yes. This is honestly a no-brainer for extended family. If you're that person that brings games to your family gatherings, or you're the person that brings games to like work or anything like that, this is kind of a no-brainer to fill that in. It's quick, it's fun,
it's shiny.
It is shiny, and even though you can be, what's the word? Not knocked out, but like
eliminated from the round.
Yeah, you can like get nothing. You could score very little on this game because it's so quick and because it's so silly. It doesn't have that effect on you because other people are doing crazy things as well, and you can just play it again. It's not like if a game has any type of, not necessarily player elimination, but where you just can't do anything, it needs to be quick and it needs to be fun, and this fits that criteria.
This is an excellent like spectator game.
Yeah.
So like we mentioned,
but it plays so many. You don't need spectators.
Well, that's my point. I mean, after seeing someone play around, they forgot the rules already. They understand the rules just by watching it, and they hear all these noises going on. Everyone's like, "Whoa!" or "Ha ha!" or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
They're like, "What's going on over there? They're having so much fun. I want to be a part of it." And that's exactly, I think, the idea behind this is you are just drawn in because of the excitement level, because of the energy level when you're playing this game, and there are those feel bad moments when you get knocked out or whatever, but it's also like you kind of laugh too.
Yeah, it's
like
funny.
Oh man, as opposed to like, are you kidding me? It's like it's just so silly and fun and quick. Everyone on the table is going to have a good time. Everyone around the table, not at the table, around the table is going to want to know what's going on and whether they're going to want to get involved for the next round. And you can accommodate them because it plays unlimited players. I really want to know how high they tested.
Yes.
200 people? 1 million people? Did they tested it at 1 million people?
How many deck of cards would you need?
1 million decks.
1 million decks. That's how they sell the game.
Yeah, that's how you...
Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see our videos as they come out. Until then, you can find us in all of these places.
You guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
You guys, thanks so much for watching. This game was provided to us by a publisher in exchange for a fair and honest review.
And if you want to see more stuff, check out over here to see something we think you might like.
And over here, we think that YouTube has picked out a great video for you you're going to love. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.